Yeah, so good noon, everyone. Welcome to Nifty BankNifty live analysis. Now, what we see on Nifty is the hourly chart where Nifty opens gap down, strongly goes up, and the ideal case over here, even after opening gap down, struggling and still going up, shows a positive trend for Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now, the most important part is to now understand whether it can reach the prior zone of resistance, which is around 17,000 to 17,050 and fly higher in the second half or not, or maybe in coming days or so. But one thing is for sure that it gives you a strong push on Nifty on the upside. So let's see on the smaller time frame, what can we expect for today's second half and also for coming days ahead. So first thing, as we suggested, Bank Nifty rising higher, going above the max put region, trying to sustain where the selling had come from. But ideally, if it does not cross this zone, it cannot go higher. But even if it goes higher, we can start looking for selling opportunity, because here again you have strong selling zone, which was already been visible prior as well. So this entire zone, which is 17,050 to 17,150, can act like a good selling zone. Now, obviously, when and where to sell, we will wait for our structure to build in. And if our structure gets built in, then we are very much interested to look for reversal on Nifty from the higher ends, somewhere around 17,100 kind of zone. Now, we need to also see from the option data, is it suggesting a strong Y push at 1700, 50, 1700, 17100 or so? If yes, then the structure that we are thinking of will get in line. So let's also check from the OI point of view. If we have got using the dynamic OI, very good OI be in place at the higher end to stop Nifty from going higher, facing resistance. So if I try to see this right now, Nifty is at 17,050, and for the expiry on, let's say, on 30th of December, we can see a lot of support being built at 17,900, 800. So one thing is very clear, there is strong support on Nifty. That's number one. Number two, upside is open and it can fly higher because now there is no big OI coming on the higher end. Even on the smaller time frame, if I try to see, 17,000 is a huge important zone to watch out for. And upside, there is no resistance as such. And even on the 1 hour, 17,000. So more or less, I can say that 17,000 is make or break zone for Nifty. And if I try to basically push that zone over here, trying to highlight that, one thing is very, very important now to understand that this 17,000 will be an important support zone for Nifty. So if you are trying to sell over here, obviously we'll get stuck on the lower side at 17,000 zone. So do not want to go for the sell side right over here. And that's why I'm saying I would like him to go higher and go on the higher side to look for selling. The other way around is to also understand that if the prices come back over here, okay, and then he tries to bounce from this area in the afternoon, again, it can give a good breakout on the upside as well. So one thing is we want to sell at the higher end, but the max OI zones are not there at the higher end. So it can become a little tricky to sell at the higher zone. But after such a move, another move on the upside, we can look for sell reversal. That's not an issue. What we need to also understand over here is instead of going for sell, I would highly recommend for going for buy. Even after moving so much on Nifty on the upside, most important is to understand that this is the zone 17,060 or 17,050, which it is not able to even take out right now. But if I try to basically see this acting as a good support zone and trying to take a trade from this angle, it can give us a very fast up move in the afternoon session. So this is also very good structure to play out for kind of looking for a breakout in Nifty, even after a big move which has happened gap down bullish. It clearly looks like strong support at 17,000. Prices come back into this range couple of times, kind of providing some support, and then again it tries to break out. I feel that Bank Nifty can give you a very good chance for the upside move. But if it doesn't come down and just flies up, then we can look for sell at 17,150 area. So not before that, because there is no big OI zone happening at the higher end. So breakout, or you can say trend breakout, is very much in line, and at the top we can look for reversal. Now let's check what's happening on Bank Nifty. Is Bank Nifty is also providing good support for the upside move, and it is clearly being seen even in Bank Nifty as we speak. The higher zones which are there of resistance is already being taken out. Okay, so there was good resistance if you see over here in this zone where Bank Nifty opened gap down with negative news, tried to come back up. We can clearly see a lot of selling happening over here. Again came down, but again trying to go back up. But one thing is there, the move in Bank Nifty is much more rapid and fast on the upside. And that is not a good sign. Either it takes a pause over here somewhere, and after taking a pause here, then it moves on the higher end. Then it can become much more concrete move for Bank Nifty as well. So it needs to take some rest over here for a breakout to take place in Bank Nifty as well. So there's a good 35,000 zone or 35,100 according to me is a very strong important reversal point can come through in Bank Nifty, which also needs to be very taken care of. Okay, so 35,000, 35,100, it is inching into that zone itself. And more than that, even if it zooms higher, okay, there is 35,300. That is a good resistance even at the prior end from where the selling had come. So more or less now Bank Nifty is getting into a good resistance zone. And that's why if it does not go up right now, so it comes back down, takes some stoppage over here and reversal, then I will try to go for a buy trade on Bank Nifty. But otherwise, if it goes higher, on the higher side, I would be looking out for sell trade on Nifty. Same like Nifty, Nifty, we will also look for Bank Nifty selling on the higher zone, which is somewhere around 35,300. That's number one. And number two, if it doesn't reach there, prior to that, if it comes down, consolidates, then I would try to look for the buy trade. Now we need to see the max OI, what that is also suggesting, like Nifty, is it also providing us good support acting at the bottom or not? And if yes, then this can also become a very good support liner for Bank Nifty as well. So as I see over here, same thing is happening. Good amount of support is there, 34,800. But if you see 35,000, almost 19,000 people are standing. So that's a very good point to understand. 35,000 is a make or break zone. And if I see in last 2 hours, 34,800 is winning, 900 is winning. So a lot of support has come even in Bank Nifty. 34,800 is a unique support now in Bank Nifty. So one thing is again very clear, like Nifty, we can say that this 34,800 zone from where the breakout has taken place of lately is a clean format where strong support is there. So as we are seeing, it is inching higher. So let him inch higher. What I would like to go for, looking for sell trade at the top. No doubt the OI is not there. So that's what I said. It can become risky sometimes when the OI is not there and the price is kind of flying high. We are trying to look for the prior red box, red zone, where we can look for selling. Now, the most important point over here is we would basically look out for our trend structure to get formed in the higher zone for the breakdown in Bank Nifty. Right. So if it fires very fast on the upside, I would like to look for sell both on Nifty and Bank Nifty on the higher end. Wherever I get my trend line structure, I would try to go for sell trade. If they do not, they kind of sustain on the sideways. Let's say if Bank Nifty does not go up and it sustains around this 35,000 zone, 35,100 zone. And then in the afternoon, if I get a clean breakout trade, that also can be taken for the upside because there is no OI on the higher end. So it's clearly looking for a good trend structure which is going on right now, but it can become risky when you buy right now. The stop loss will be very high. So that's why I want either to go sideways, then I take a clean breakout on the upside, or let him zoom up and try to catch the reversal at the top in Bank Nifty. So that will also be very good because it has already moved from point A to point B to point C, and now from point C to point D. So this will be a third step move which is taking place in one single day, and which is very important to understand that the rise is very fast. So some small bit of downside can come 200-300 points very fast on the from the upper move. So that we can capture on the upside. So kind of good reversal can be caught both in Nifty, Bank Nifty if they move very rapidly on the higher zone. For Bank Nifty, the important zone is 35,300. Okay, so 100 to 300 is very important zone which we can look for a good reversal in Bank Nifty. Same in Nifty. We can clearly see again it's not coming back down, but it is also entering into the resistance zone. So 17,100 to 17,150. So more or less towards 150, where the prior red box is there, that can act like good resistance zone even for Nifty. So this zone, which is 17,100 to 17,150 zone, can act like good resistance zone at the higher end. So we can catch now the reversals because it has gone up way too fast. Catching buy trade might become difficult unless they consolidate. So let's catch reversal at the top at Nifty and Bank Nifty. Thank you very much for watching. We connect again tomorrow.